All right, so mechanic's worst nightmare. Well, there's a bunch of them. We'll start off first with, there's actually three major things. We'll start off first with a car being neglected. Now, this has all kinds of different consequences. This car I'm leaning against right now, the E60 M5, was neglected. So let's go to it first. All right. So, as it's no mystery to anybody, most everything we get in here has been neglected, right? We get the car for a good price, and so on. And it seems like a very good idea at first, but as we show on the M5 here, we're probably getting close to having more in this car than what it's worth. Well, not yet, but it's not done yet, right? You can see here for you, some of you guys, you're gonna notice the Vanos covers are off. They're sitting there on the tool cart. Especially a car like this that's a lot more difficult to fix, a lot more expensive. There was no maintenance done on it. So as a mechanic, you're working on this thing, you have no idea even where to start, who's done what, what's even happened, and that makes it more difficult to fix altogether. So like on this car, when we did the rod bearings on it, you had to leave no stone unturned on things that might be wrong while you're in there. If it's a car that you know has been well taken care of, even if it doesn't have a history on it, you know the owner, the previous owners, you know they're actually going to take care of the car. You don't have to go quite to the extreme as some other cars. Like this car, we just had to buy every gasket, every O-ring, everything I get my hands on. We did all control arms, everything on it, because you know this thing has had nothing done to it, and it just ran until it just wouldn't move anymore. And that's when I got it. So as a mechanic, that's a dangerous thing. Like here, we don't really care in Nathan's BMW Workshop, because if it breaks, we just kind of shrug it off and go order the parts and fix it. It's like my own stuff, right? But when you're working on stuff in a shop for somebody else, you can't do that. They're going to want to know what the cost of the job is up front, so they can make sure they have enough money to pay for it. They want to know what has to be done. Well, you don't know. And that's some of the situation, right? Now, the next thing is, we had a few times, isn't naturally occurring things in the car that go wrong. It's stuff broken or having a problem because somebody's done something to it. And fixing on stuff, we see about half of the, well, a quarter of the problems we see are the car's problems. 75% of the problems we see are from other people working on it. And you get cars in, and the E60 M5 didn't have too much wrong. I don't think the guy knew how to take the intake manifold off. So that was kind of probably a blessing for me. But we did find somebody try to take the intakes off and bend over one of the little cup deal that goes onto the throttle body boot. And that was 50, 60 bucks, but they ruined that, right? There's other various little things in this car that were a little bit broken, a little bit jacked up, and most of that was from people who didn't know what they were doing. There's stuff on the air boxes that are broken, this and that. There was a few things bolted on wrong from underneath where somebody has been there before messing with something. I'd cringe to even think what that even was. Just things like that, you know, all the covers not put back right, bolts missing here, bolts missing there. People has worked on this car in the past. And some of the issue, if you're just going in one of these cars blind that somebody's been messing with, you don't know what the problem you're chasing is. And being a mechanic, there's a lot more to just getting out, you know, a manual, get on the computer, printing off what a job consists of doing. If you only rely on that, you're going to run into a situation quickly that you're not going to know how to fix. You're going to need some internet for that. There's nobody going to tell you what's the latest update if the update's not on the books officially, right? And you see that a lot with BMWs, and stuff changes so frequently that if you have any kind of online manual you're going by, if you're a shop, that may not be good enough. And in cars like this bad boy right here, that would get you just far enough in it where you have disaster in the end. So engine jobs, if you haven't had an engine apart before and built an engine before, you need to have somebody alongside you that knows what the hell they're doing. Because inside an engine, one wrong move, there's no return. If it's an N52 or a $500 or $600 engine, that's not really the end of the world. S85 or S63 is $5,000 to $8,000, and that, you know, $10,000. That's a big deal, especially the car is not a car that you actually own, and that's where it comes in at tenfold. We make a $3,000 or $4,000 mistake here, we just kind of laugh about it. Oh well, right? Who cares? It doesn't really matter in the long run. Here, it doesn't really matter. As a business, that could get you sued. That's going to have to, if you have a shop and you have insurance to cover that, they're going to ding your insurance and raise your rates for that. Essentially like a doctor and malpractice insurance. The upside of that is if you're a shop or you're working on somebody else's car at your house and you don't have insurance, who pays for that? You do. And that's one of the reasons too, a lot of guys want me to send their M5 or M6s here and get the rod bearings done. And I just have to tell them, it's like, well, some of the problem is you could even do everything right and you could have some parts that are a little faulty or just a slightest little inconsistency of putting rod bearings in, it's going to grenade the engine. Even though we've done it without a hitch, I've done bearings, I don't know how many times on different cars, different models, never on M5. I didn't want to accept the responsibility of doing that. Same thing on the M62 TU with the timing chain guides. Yeah, I could do that. The engine's probably going to tick. It's probably not going to last long because there's probably 1,000 other things that need to be replaced in there also. And in the end, that's just going to get you into trouble, right? A lot of you guys also are asking, I'll address this really quick while we're at the end of the video. The video is not too long. Are asking, how come I'm not working on cars right now? Well, I do work on cars, but it's just not jobs that you guys want to see. It's stuff I've done 100 times over. The 1600, we're still waiting on brake pieces for it, which you figured that's the way that car was going to be. It was going to be difficult to get parts here in a timely manner. And we're also elbow deep in pouring concrete. So that's taking up about 95% of my time. So there'll probably be a few more videos like this. The M5 goes in for paint coming up. Also, I did order the chips for the throttle actuators. So I'll make a video of soldering those on. A lot of you guys that want to see that. That's a common issue. We had one that the gears were just a little bit too bad and it cooked the little transistors on the board. So we'll show how to remove those and do all that. There's some videos coming up. I haven't bought another car. I'm so busy right now, I hate to stack on that. And we still got to sort out the 90. And what in the hell's going on with that thing? It's been driving great. I haven't driven it in a week, probably 2 weeks. Time slips away, maybe 3 weeks. But it's sitting in the small shop. We'll get it back out. We got some more videos to make on that also. That's going to be it, guys. Hope this gives you a little insight of what mechanics dread. And one last thing. We'll take 30 seconds to explain this. The low quality parts. This popped in my head. The Chinese look-alike parts. I'm talking spark plug wires, anything anymore. AutoZone alternators, AutoZone starters. Stuff that's going to make you have to go do the job twice. And it's getting more and more difficult to tell what's real parts and what's not real parts. And sometimes I can't even tell, right? They're so identical. So that's another thing. All right, guys, get off here. We'll see you guys very soon. We'll see you later.